MVP.
Hey, can you cut Jalen Hurts off there? Because he's not even in this conversation.
He should be MVP.
No, he's not.
He's up there.
Yeah.
No.
It's Mahomes and then him.
Yeah, you can say that, but Mahomes is hands down a better quarterback all around than Jalen Hurts.
Oh, 100%. I actually looked at the stats when I did this, and it's going to be Mahomes.
Now, the only argument I think Jalen Hurts has is I wasn't on the field, we didn't win. That's the only argument.
You can say the same for Tua, I mean, to an extent.
Per Sports Illustrated.
I know the order. I know the order.
Right, so...
Hey, they're going to talk about Hurts. They're going to talk about Bosa. They're going to talk about JJ.
The only one I didn't put on that list was Justin
First, you can take Bosa off. I know he had a hell of a year.
Who?
The defense
Bosa.
Yeah, no.
It's very rare for a defensive player to win an MVP.
You know
I
why?
mean, he would have had to have broken the sack record.
Let me explain
You
why.
have to have an
If TJ Watt didn't make it, was it
I
last
agree.
year?
Yes.
Then there's probably no chance that
Same
Bosa
with Jay
Let me-
Jettas.
Yes.
I love him, but it's not happening.
No. Let me explain why it's going to be Mahomes, right? Okay? So they have an extra game in the season. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Oh, he beat the passing record. No shit. He's averaging 308.8 yards per game, which is...
That's not that good.
Oh, okay.
For being a great of all time.
Hold on. 52-50 passing yards in the season, 41 touchdowns, 6.3 touchdown percentage per pass, 77.6 QBR in the season. All of those are league-leading stats.
Yes. So that's why you would give it to him.
That's why he makes it.
Because he's the number one all around.
Most touchdowns, highest touchdown percentage, most yards per game, and the highest QBR. What?
Dude,
Mahomes.
Really?
It's Mahomes. Listen,
Tua hasn't played in 6 weeks.
If Tua wouldn't have been crippled, it would have been different.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing for Tua right now.
Hold on.
I'll argue for Tua when he was in.
He had 2,000-yard receivers halfway through the season.
I wouldn't argue with him for him now because one of my prospects, the reason why
Gesicki would have been a 1,000-yard receiver too.
It doesn't matter. One of the abilities to be an MVP is to be on the field,
which is what Bo's argument was. Oh my God, are we going to do this again?
You just said what Bo was arguing with you about.
I said that in that show. I said that in that show.
Okay.
I said I agree with you that availability is Tua's problem.
It was different then than it is now.
It was 2 games then, and it's 6 games now.
Not
Mahomes.
It would
Mahomes
be Mahomes.
is the MVP
Yeah.
this year.
Mahomes has not slowed down.
The only person that I think is
Mahomes
sniffing
wins
his ass is Joe Burrow.
I would say Josh Allen because Joe Burrow is, again, you have to be here all year. And Joe Burrow did not play well the first 6 weeks of the year. Now, you can blame that on Jamar Chase, but
12-4. He's sniffing his ass.
Why? So I have a question. Why is Justin Jefferson not in your conversation there? Because
he's a receiver in a quarterback-driven league.
But does Minnesota even go to where they are without JJ?
You asked me for an answer, and I gave it to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Jay Jettas, name the last time a wide receiver was in the MVP of the league.
Name the last time a wide receiver had 200-plus yards in 3 different games.
MVP of the Super Bowl.
Name the last time a wide receiver that was a Super Bowl. He said league. Name the last time a wide receiver had 200-plus yards in 3 different games.
How many times?
I'm sure there has been.
But he got shut out
Randy
how many
Moss
times this year?
Calvin Johnson, I don't think he got MVP.
Okay, so
maybe you're right. I mean, why do we not recognize these? Why do we not recognize these guys?
You know how hard it would be for a receiver?
That's a league thing. That's not fan.
He's gonna have. You have to set records. You have to put your name up on the top of the record boards.
Why does JT not get MVP?
What, Justin Tucker?
He knew who I was
because it's a kicker.
Yeah, but were you guys not in playoffs?
You're gonna eat the hook.
Leading scorer.
But not that's
so bad.
No, there you go. No, there it is.
So I agree with your argument.
There
right?
it is.
Because
Start reeling.
My issue is that what does MVP stand for? Most valuable player. And what is most valuable player
of the league?
The entire league.
But what does that mean to you, most valuable player?
You have to be the best person on your team, and then you have to be more valuable than the other people on their team.
You have to be the most valuable person in the league. If you're starting a franchise this year and you have the number 1 pick in the draft, who are you taking?
Mahomes.
Justin Tucker.
Eat a dick.
Done.
You know what's funny about that, though? You know what's funny about that, though?
Argument over.
My argument would be that your most valuable player is what makes you win games, and that makes you the best in the league.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Those 2 things together.
I would say whoever is going to lead the team, which would be a quarterback.
You know what?
And that's to me that just leaves the door open for nobody.
No. Hold on. I would argue this, right?
As long as Mahomes is breathing.
On the Vikings, who is a more important player?
JJ.
Is it? No, hold on. Well, yeah, right.
Hold on.
Is it JJ, the jet plane, or is it Kirk Cousins?
JJ.
JJ.
So
You put any quarterback there, JJ's doing the same thing.
JJ can do this. Exactly. Eat the hook. Who
Kirk
is it?
Cousins is average.
Kirk.
Yeah, he is.
Hold on.
So you
but
put
I don't
any
think-
quarterback
so-
there.
You're gonna say
Hold-
Kirk
so-
Put
Cousins?
Skylar Thompson there. Think he's gonna have the same career?
Well, where he's below average.
Eat the hook.
There's a difference.
Eat the
But
hook.
you said you could put any quarterback there.
I still think Justin Jefferson has over 1,000 yards with
Jared
Skylar
Goff?
Thompson.
He's above average.
Oh yeah.
Jared Goff is above average this
Imagine
year.
that. I'd take that.
I would take that. But that's my only argument is that like you don't leave the door open for anybody, and a kicker can never be an MVP. But
no.
but look at what Justin Tucker
He's
did.
kicking 10, 50 yarders a game.
He won 3 of your games last year
Yeah, the
in
only reason you
overtime.
made it last year is for
because of Justin Tucker.
And he's the best kicker of all time. Congrats, bud.
He will be the best kicker
and
of
he's
all
won
time.
Offensive Players of the Week, and he's awesome. He's amazing.
So
I'm
what if
glad
he
he's
wins?
a Raven.
I have a question for you. What if he wins offensive? And this is a what if. Okay, this is not a what is now. What if he wins Offensive Player of the Week 15 out of 17 weeks next year?
Then that's amazing. But he's
Would he have
still
to be an
not
MVP?
Going to be an MVP?
No, he's got to be in talk.
See, that's
you have
crazy.
to.
That's crazy.
Because when you win Player of the Week, when you win Offensive Player of the Week, you had the
you
best
know me.
week offensively in the NFL.
I think Justin Tucker's good. I don't think he's.
Tell me
I don't think he has the longest
Stop
ball.
it.
I think he's got the most accurate
You know what?
ball.
You know why he's upset? Because he knows we're right, but because he knows the NFL is not going to let that
It's
be
a
a
popularity
thing.
contest.
Guys, look.
I'm not even trying to hook you.
I know. But look, it's just not
Gonna
possible.
happen.
It's not.
It's not
gonna happen.
I
The
know we can
NFL
sit here
because
and
it's
say,
boring.
say this
The NFL's
all
not gonna let it
damn day
happen.
long.
Greg
Was
Joseph could be way
was
better than
Michael
what he is, and
Strahan
he's
the
not.
MVP of the league?
Never.
Was Michael Strahan
with
MVP
his,
of the
with his
league?
missing
No.
teeth.
No.
The last defensive player that was MVP of the league.
He broke the sack record.
JT?
Remember?
Was it JT?
He didn't get it.
He did break the sack. Yeah, he broke it.
He didn't get it.
Johnny,
He didn't do it.
look up look up MVPs all time, and I think the last defensive.
Was it?
Me and you had this conversation. I think it was about 14 years ago.
Who was it? It was not Woodson.
It's been a minute, but it's rare.
Dion?
It's rare.
It wasn't Dion.
No, I said it was a defensive player.
Yeah, Dion.
I couldn't even tell you. Dude.
No, Dion, I don't think
even
was
know.
MVP, league MVP.
Dion. No, but he was a defensive
This
player.
will be great to know. I'm
This is a
curious
great
because
stat.
I mean, like,
I want to
Ray
say it was
Lewis
a defensive end.
MVP.
I
want to
say it was a defensive end.
14 years
That's
ago.
rare.
JT.
And I want to say what name?
But that was two. No.
LT, you mean?
Yeah. No, sorry. Lawrence Taylor.
Taylor?
My bad. Why was I thinking JT?
Justin Tucker.
No.
Did you find it, Johnny?
No, stop it.
Once he's in there, dude.
Do I need to help you with
You
it?
start thinking
I
of that
just-
soprano
per-
voice he's got.
Per Pro Football Reference, it's just quarterbacks, running backs, all the way until
1970.
1986 was Lawrence Taylor.
I was thinking LT.
So here we go.
I was thinking
Nice
LT.
call. Nice call.
And that was 86, right? 86.
long-ass time ago, dude.
I was.
And
I,
LT was that's a
He was
that's
the number
a
one
freaking-
defensive
I
player
was
that
still
year. Also.
swimming.
Unbelievable.
John, we were still swimming around in Dad.
I wonder in '86.
What was the
Who
last?
you thought of?
Back then?
What was the quarterback play like?
What was quarterback play? Because that was a run-heavy, rely on the defense type of league. Then now
John.
it's a heavy pass league.
All right,
Look
so
up-
then you
look
got
up
It's
the-
quarterback.
Look up
Hold
the
on,
last
you're-
wide
you're-
receiver that was.
You're getting into whole completely different. It's going to be
That's my point.
LeBron or Jordan
Never.
arguments. It's different leagues.
Never.
It's different leagues. Exactly.
No
You're
wide
exactly
receiver
right.
was ever
Even
an
though I don't
MVP.
think the NBA has really changed that much drastically.
There's only been two
It
defensive
hasn't.
players.
It's become a super team league.
There's only been two
NBA.
defensive
If you're still
players,
watching the NBA, you're trash.
which was
Oh no.
You're trash.
Hold on,
That league
hey,
is
hold on,
trash. That
hold on,
league is
hold on,
garbage.
Hold on 1 second.
which was Alan Page in '71 and Lawrence Taylor, fullback.
I'll
One,
say it.
I love you so much.
3-4
Where'd
times,
we
which
lose
is
everybody?
Jim
No
Brown.
one's in chat no more.
Jim Brown was considered a fullback.
Yeah, and Jim
Stop
Taylor
it.
was one of those years, and then halfback Paul Hornung, and then everything else has been running backs and quarterbacks.
What are the other? What was the most recent running back?
Most recent running back was Adrian Peterson in 2012.
Oh shit.
And he. Oh
It's
my,
been 10 years since-
that
He had
year
2,000. He had 1,000
all
like
quarterbacks
900
for 10
yards. It was
years?
something
No,
stupid.
dude, he had
And
over
then-
2,000 yards.
Was that the
year. Yeah.
2,036 yard season or whatever?
And then
He was on pace. He was on pace
He was
to
two.
break.
He was the record.
Eric
I
Dickerson's
think he
record.
tied the record.
I don't think so.
He might be 2 yards behind it, but I think he tied the record.
and then before
And he was
that,
up there in touchdowns.
Before that was LaDainian Tomlinson in 06. And
that was the
and Sean
touchdown.
Alexander in 05.
That was the touchdown year for LT.
Sean Alexander.
Yeah, I think he had
damn.
like
And I think he set the
17
record.
or something. I told you he doesn't have the record.
It's Sean Alexander.
No, I
touchdown?
told you he didn't have the record. It was
Eric Eric Dickerson.
Maybe it was the running back. Maybe it was the rushing record. Maybe it was the rushing
Eric
record.
Dickerson has the rushing record.
Yeah.
All right, so
Jamal
we got
Lewis was going after that too.
anything else you want to touch on?
So, well, hands down, I mean,
It's Mahomes.
we
hands
can
down.
sit here and talk all day, but like hands down, Mahomes is going to get it then.
He's gonna get
There's
it.
no way
Yeah,
anybody else gets
There's
it.
no more talk.
That's frustrating, though.
Unless teams just get bored of always saying, "Give me 4 reasons why Mahomes." You can't.
You can't. I mean, I listed off 5 stats that are all
Mahomes
league
has
leading
lead-
stats.
Yeah, he's leading the league in
Mahomes
everything,
has
and their
unnecessary
teams-
turnovers. A 75 QBR, I get us leading the league.
77.6 is league leading.
I get that, but like
As a
Jalen
quarterback,
Hurts
you're
is
giving your
averaging
team
75. Like he's right behind him.
I'm
You're
just
giving your
saying.
team 75% chance of freaking winning a game.
I would like to see what the yards per
let's
game
go.
is because it's 308.8 leads the league.
What's
Jalen Hurts is only like 200 yards
Yeah.
per game. That's why I said Jalen Hurts is out of the conversation because he's not.
What
the
did I
reason
tell
they win
you?
games.
I told you on that. You fought me with this. You fought me with
Jalen
they
Hurts-
run the
I would have
ball. They're
Jalen Hurts up there more than Josh Allen.
Ooh,
Josh Allen would be like
yeah.
fourth
Well,
on my list.
Jalen's 2. Josh Allen's like number 6,
I don't think
7.
so.
Because
I'm not a big-
Joe Burrow's
I don't
ahead
think
of
so.
Josh Allen.
I don't care what people say. I'm not a big Josh Allen fan.
Well,
I don't. I
Burrow
think
is
he would
third.
still be dog shit if it wasn't for Stephon Diggs trade.
I don't disagree with that because he's not doing it with
Diggs
Gabe
is
Davis.
so
He's not doing it with Gabe Davis. Diggs is that dude. Diggs is that dog.
I disagree.
Look at
What?
Look at Josh Allen's stats before Diggs got there.
He still did 3,800 yards that year.
Okay, great. You threw for a bunch of yards. Did
What
your
is the
team
quarterback supposed to do?
win games?
Throw the damn ball.
Win games.
His accuracies.
Manage the offense.
I mean,
Yeah, like if you're scoring and you're throwing the ball, like are we going to talk about the Denver
the
Broncos the year
highest
Peyton was there,
inaccuracy percentage.
scored 30 points a game and didn't make it to the playoffs? We can talk about Detroit, who's averaging
Peyton won the
30.
Super Bowl.
We're going to talk about the year before, not the year he won the Super Bowl, the year before that, where he didn't win the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
We're going to talk about Jared Goff, who's averaging. What did you say? It was 6 best passing yards per
I
game.
gotta be honest. Yeah, Jared
And-
Goff should
We're not
be.
talking about Jared Goff in
And hold
MVP
on,
conversation.
hold on.
which we should be.
But my
I mean,
point
in my
is,
opinion,
you're going to sit there and say you win games, but the quarterback has done everything to win games. They're averaging 29 points a game. They can't win games. That's the quarterback's fault?
I mean, it's a team effort for sure.
It's a team game. There's 52
see.
people on the roster.
But we're talking
53.
MVP talk.
Yeah, there's 53. I apologize.
It's a team effort.
there's
Right.
52 weeks
But
in a year.
what's the reason that Detroit's
52
even won
games.
games? I would probably say Jamal Williams.
Yeah, Jamal Williams is up there in touchdowns. What about it?
He beat Barry Sanders' record.
Yeah.
That to me
With
is
an extra game, it's not the same.
It's
that
not the
pisses
same.
me off so much.
I know it does.
Stop. It is. Oh, I get me.
asterisk.
I
It
ate
should
the
be.
hook.
They
I
should-
ate the hook. There should be
If
an
you
asterisk.
put an extra game
My
in, then you
God.
got to start a separate stat
Separate
category.
stat line. Unbelievable.
Yeah, because
oh my God.
you're like even like Deshaun Watson and Dak Prescott and Jameis Winston when they threw their 5,000-yard seasons. Those were 16 games.
Actually, I saw
Yeah.
a meme
Yes.
where someone cropped Barry Sanders' face in with, and it said like on the top, it said Jamal Williams breaks Barry Sanders' record. You know the meme where Jordan is laughing at the text message or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
They crop Barry Sanders' face in with him laughing. Like, get out of here, bud.
Yeah, no, that ain't it.
Like
I'm sorry.
Jamal. I'm sorry.
You
Like you're a
can't
good running
add-
back, but dude, Barry Sanders takes shit. That
All right,
I,
so-
I was so
so hold on.
disappointed when
You couldn't
Green
even
Bay
smell
didn't
his
sign
ass,
him.
man.
So hold
So
on, so-
disappointed.
so
They
Mahomes
might
said-
not understand how good these guys were too.
Now
They
here-
never seen the
No.
videos.
Barry
Mahomes-
Sanders had one of the worst offensive lines in the league.
Agreed.
And he
Mahomes
danced
doesn't break.
circles around
He doesn't
tacklers.
break the passing record if he doesn't average 308.8
Jamal
yards
Williams
a game
crying and stuff. Like, get out of here.
and has
bud.
an extra game on the
You're a
season. He
vulture.
doesn't do it. He does not break Drew Brees' record. It doesn't
funny.
happen.
It's funny because this is why I look at percentages, and this is why I look at per game stats.
God, you pissed me
because
off.
that makes the difference. Because when you go back into history, when you look at the best
really
passing
starting-
record,
you're
you're
really
averaging
starting to
almost
piss me
360
off.
yards per game,
picking
and a guy
son of a
that's
bitch.
averaging 308 yards per game is
piss me
absurd. It's absurd.
I got some shiny nickels down in my pocket.
So that's why you have to look at per game
got
stats now
popsicles
and not
down in my
total
basement.
stats.
Yeah, I
Because when you extrapolate it,
I
It
love
doesn't
that
mean
one.
anything.
it doesn't mean anything. Because Patrick Mahomes was okay this year compared to what quarterbacks
Okay.
did the last few years.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like 41 touchdowns, like
Yeah.
Jameis
with an
Winston-
extra game.
Jameis Winston threw for 5,200 yards
Give me
in
Peyton.
16 games.
Give me Peyton with his
That doesn't mean
55-year,
anything to me.
touchdown record.
It doesn't mean anything to me.
I don't know. I mean, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's all right. I just want to have that
That's
talk.
okay.
I wanted to have that talk about.
That's okay, I just pissed you off for fun.
Holy cow! You got Midol in your pocket?
Are you
Steve might need some.
Little, yellow, different.
Is that what the commercial?
No.
What is that from?
It's
The Tic Tacs? Tic Tac commercial? What the fuck is
I don't
that?
know what that is. I honestly don't know what that is.
Just out of nowhere. Little, yellow, different. Like,
It's like that's a pill. I don't
Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
There you
holy
go.
cow.
Revco.
We might as well
Friend
just
for
be.
life.
Hey, and brought to you by Big Pharma.
Oh.
We've sponsored multiple little, yellow, different pills. We also talked about the blue pill last week.
Oh, wow.
What about the red
So-
pill next week?
Oh, I know
The
what
Deep
that's
Threats
from.
podcast brought to you by
I think he
Viagra.
was just- it was
Are
just
you
like
having trouble
aspirin
on game
from
day?
Wayne's
It
World.
extends,
Your team loses
not
and
Viagra.
Your team loses and you can't get it up for your old lady? Well, take Viagra.
Oh my!
And you'll never displease her like your team displeases you.
And
And-
you also will be
Perfect.
happy.
The perfect thing for a Swedish penis enlarger would be Joe Budden's pump it up. By the way, I'm copywriting that. If they use it, they owe me money.
Pump it up.
Anyways,
It's on the internet. It's forever.
are we
right,
going to go
guys.
through all of our DFS before we head out?
It's real.
Yeah, we can do that real quick since we talked about MVP. So, like, DFS, Steve, what is your DFS and why did you do it?
I don't know. You got to bring it up. I don't know.
I have it up.
He can't bring it up any further.
I went
So
way.
you got Daniel Jones,
I went
Saquon
heavy
Barkley,
Giants.
Delvin. You went heavy running
James
back.
Cook.
I was
Not
a
James
heavy
Cook. James
running
Cook.
back.
Saquon and James Cook are top 3 running backs.
No, James is lower.
Yeah,
Is he
James
lower?
is way
Yeah.
lower because I
All
think
right.
the Bills are going to smoke him. So
You went-
James Cook's going to
then-
get playing
Then
time.
you went T. Higgins,
Oh,
Isaiah Hodgins.
He's not killing nobody, but he's going to do well.
JJ, you spent some money there.
Yeah.
Isaiah
Sam
Hodgins.
Bellinger is where you went
I went
super
cheap with
low.
Isaiah Hodgins.
Super low.
Bellinger, but you know what though? Bellinger puts up. I do like a McKenzie for the Bills.
Isaiah McKenzie, and then you put up Bills defense.
Bills
I'm
defense.
starting the Bills. Are you starting the Bills defense too?
No,
Who are you starting this week?
Yeah,
defense
what you
week?
want-
the Giants.
You're starting the Giants defense against Minnesota.
Oh, he went the same.
Almost.
So I think
Dude,
He
you
got
know what's
Richie
funny?
James.
Our team is like almost.
I think we're all
identical,
starting
dude.
Daniel Jones.
Oh man,
No,
you want
I'm
with
not.
the killer? You got the killer up there? Sheesh.
So
Oh, that is my
Ryan's
team.
starting Daniel Jones, Saquon
I'm like, wait,
Barkley.
hold on.
Who's the number 2? J.K.
JK.
Dobbins, Stephon Diggs.
Rick G. James.
Oh, dude, I don't like the
miss on
Richie
him.
James. I don't like the Richie James play.
but he's cheap.
Isaiah,
He's
you're starting.
cheap.
Why
Wow.
don't you like the Richie James?
So
play?
I like that you're starting
the last
all
time
the
they
wide
played, he
receivers.
had like 21 points.
I like that you're starting
Ooh.
all the wide receivers from the Giants.
Yeah.
All
I'm
of
not.
them? You
I
like
am
him
not.
that much?
What do you mean? He's only got Richie James.
No, he's got.
Richie James.
He's got Hodgins.
No.
Oh, that's T. Higgins? Is that T. Higgins?
No, it's the
Yeah.
killer. Sheesh.
Yeah,
No,
he
sorry.
has Hodgins.
Would you stop referencing
Diggs
that man
and
as
T.
a killer?
Higgins.
Listen,
I think
he
T.
ain't-
Higgins
T.
gets
Higgins
his this week.
innocent.
I think so too. That's why I put him in.
Cow.
Yeah.
And then he's got.
I'm sorry. I'm just
you got
Isaiah
likely.
Likely.
You got likely, huh?
Yeah.
KJ, I'm just
How
fitting the
cheap was
narrative.
Likely?
I'm fitting the narrative the NFL's
Only
pushing
had
out.
80 yards last
He's 5,000.
time they played. Week
He's
8.
5,000. That's pretty cheap. That's a good play. I kind
Yeah,
of
I was
like
able
that.
to pay
you-
up a little
You
bit
got
for some
cooking
other
your
things.
flex.
That's
I like
wide
that.
receiver 2 for
Same.
you guys, right?
Yeah. It is.
Sheesh.
All right,
got
KJ, what
James
about
Cook.
yours?
All right, so I got Daniel Jones. I can't.
Singletary.
Oh, I started Singletary.
That ain't Saquon.
That's James Cook.
We all started James Cook.
Yeah.
All of us.
Okay.
I got
He's a
Singletary
bargain.
and
T.
Cook.
Oh, T. Ah.
T.
Bop, bop, bop,
Higgins.
bop. Killer.
I would.
If the
but-
Bills get up, I mean,
Right.
it's going to be.
Well, that's why I
I
have
think
them both
Singletary
starting. That's
and
why I
Cook
have
are
them
both
both
good
starting.
starts.
That's why I have them both starting.
It's just James Cook is.
That's what I'm
cheaper.
saying. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
T. Higgins, and then I have what's next? I can't read it.
You
Isaiah
started
Hodgins.
the entire
Yeah,
Bills
Hodgins.
backfield.
Diggs, Hawkinson,
He's even got the
Darius
fullback
Slayton.
in there.
Wow.
and
There's
Bills
only
D.
3. Oh yeah. I just said I just started Singletary and because Singletary and James Cook, like I'm thinking touchdowns.
Man, just when I was thinking I was stupid. I'm just kidding.
I already got one.
Don't listen
I already
to
got one
KJ.
Chipotle bet with you guys. I started Mark Andrews.
You
want
want to do a Chipotle bet on this? My
And
God.
Dobbins.
I'm gonna be eating
I
hefty.
moved Dobbins.
All
It'll
right.
be team
You
steam
got Hawkinson, not.
hefty. Oh, I do like Hawk.
Huh?
You
I
got
didn't-
Hawkinson.
Yeah,
I didn't say
TJ's
Henderson.
I love Hawk.
TJ's heavily used.
I love that Hawk.
Yeah, Hawkinson.
You know what? That'd be a good shirt. I love that Hawk. Damn it.
Yeah.
You could still do it.
Thank
Steve.
God you don't do
Or-
it.
I couldn't.
or give me the hawk. Either way you do it, it just
Oh
sounds great.
man.
I
All
love
right,
hawk.
So Johnny, who do you got?
Well,
Late at night, I
I'll
want
put
that
mine
Hawk.
and we'll go to Bo.
You and why don't you put you and Bo up
might be
together?
it,
Can you put Bo's up there
Put
too or no?
stars and a moon
have
on
to
the
add it.
shirt.
No, you're good.
Oh man.
All right,
Well,
so
no, I can't.
Johnny has Burrow. Burrow against the Ravens defense.
That could
Saquon
be the
Barkley. He's got Jeff Wilson, which I do not like that play. Jeff Wilson?
Mostert is now out.
Did they announce Mostert
Yes.
out? Oh, I didn't.
So
see that.
this was
Oh, shit. I
this
didn't
was
see
even
that.
before he was
That's
out.
huge.
Damn, I didn't know Mostert was out.
Yeah, that could be
Damn,
here. That's a
Jeff
good play.
Wilson.
All right, Gabe Davis, after dropping 7 passes last week, I wouldn't touch him. Just fucking with you, though.
He dropped 7?
Richie James, T. We all got T starting, man. And we all
Got
have
that
T
killer.
and James Cook. All of us have T and James Cook.
I love that.
And then you have, I was
easy.
going to do Mark Andrews, but it was cheaper for Hawkinson.
I like since he's
He likes. Do you really?
Yeah.
I like since he's D2 just because
Dude, I
the
just
offense.
feel like everyone's looking at Week 18, and I just feel like they just played
They're
good
gonna
enough
come
to win.
back with a vengeance.
Yeah,
They just played good enough to win. Like
They didn't try.
They weren't
They didn't try.
trying to.
Yeah.
They knew what they were playing against.
But you got to keep in mind though, no Mark Andrews, right? Like that's a big, it's a
know,
big key
but
thing. You had no
they
JK.
got Jesse Bates, dude. Like their team, Logan Wilson. Like they got guys that can. They can. I'm telling you,
But
right
you guys
now,
were starting Gus and who's your third?
they're
Who's
going
your third?
to force us to go elsewhere other than Mark Andrews.
Yeah,
I'm not telling
JK.
you. Obviously, can't change it. It's too late.
Right.
But Mark Andrews is going. That's why I like Likely this week because they're going to have to go elsewhere.
They might do a 2 tight end set. I
You were
really
talking about
do
safety.
two
You-
tight
hold
end
on.
sets.
You were talking about
They do?
safety.
What? Oh yeah.
doesn't feel that way.
I can't remember. I can't remember how I had it because originally I had Hawkinson, but
No, it's all right. That's good. But what does
I
Bo
mean-
got? What does Bo got? Because Bo's been making some ballsy statements
the
this
Ravens
week.
run 3 tight end
All right,
sets.
so we got Daniel Jones. So all of us have Daniel Jones except for John.
yep.
All right, Singletary. He's got Jeff Wilson also. I might change my James.
You can't.
Cook to
it's
Jeff
already
Wilson.
up.
You don't tell
It's
me what
in
I can
there.
and can't do.
You cannot do it.
And that
He
means I
does-
can change Andrews.
He's the only one.
Hold on. He's got J.J. Slayton, Jamar Chase. Who did he go down on?
He does not have Cook.
Gesicki.
that's what she said.
Gesicki. No, Gesicki.
Who went down on Hawk?
Jalen Waddle.
Bang,
and then
bang.
Bengals. So he went cheap on Gesicki, and he went cheap on. Actually, I like Bo's lineup.
It's
What?
Gesicki and
He
the
paid up
Bengals
for a
D.
receiver.
Yeah, he paid up.
Right.
He paid up for 2 receivers.
3.
Jamar Chase,
He's got
Justin
Waddle down
Jefferson.
there too.
Waddle,
Yeah.
Waddle, Chase, Jefferson.
I don't like Miami's wide receiver core this week
What?
just because of Skylar Thompson.
That's fair.
Like, you'll be lucky if he throws 200 yards.
Darius Slayton's
Right.
a good play. It's
Which
big,
is-
big boom bust kind of guy. He's either going to get you 2
All of
points
it
or he's
or
going to
nothing.
get you 3 catches for 100 yards and a score.
Right. And that's why I like the Hodgins over Slayton, just because Slayton's going to get the number 1 corner coverage.
I just
Right.
the Jeff Wilson play, yeah, it's great, but man, I just feel like they're going to see
They're gonna
so
have to
much
pass.
blitz.
They're gonna have to pass, too.
Yeah, they're going to have to pass. So like Jeff Wilson,
If you're down by 3 scores, you
he
can't
could
run.
Catch, he
Gotta-
could catch quite a bit.
Got to throw.
Right?
Well, I mean,
There's
I mean,
nobody
that's a good
really there
point.
not catching the ball,
Especially if
in the
Mostert's
backfield.
out.
Yeah,
Especially if Mostert's
right,
out.
Right.
So I didn't know Mostert was out.
I didn't either.
It was while we were alive.
Oh, was it?
Oh,
Hey,
there you go. That's
Hey
why.
guys, Mostert's out. Breaking news. John didn't want to announce that one.
Yeah, no, I didn't see. I haven't been looking at my
Now
phone.
that definitely has me Buffalo winning that game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he was
That
moving
ruins
the
their
needle
red
that
zone.
much,
That
but it is
ruins
what
their
it is.
red zone. If they do get in red zone, Mostert's a big factor.
It is.
Huge
what it
factor.
is.
So, all right, guys, we're gonna leave it on this. Ryan, you got any takeaways for the day and for the weekend?
No, man.
All right, that's it.
Go Baltimore.
You know what? I'm rooting for you guys this week.
I'm not.
Not really.
If we take down, hey, there's a question. We take down the Bengals. Does Lamar play next week?
That's not a good question.
Yes.
No.
No, if he still has that
He
much
plays.
swelling.
Bad, man.
The
Everything
bad.
that he
Extreme
says, it's
swelling.
not good.
Right.
It sounds like he should have been out all year already.
Yeah.
It sounds like they should have put
It
him on
sounds
the IR.
like instead of it
That's
being
what I
a
told
2 to
Ryan.
3 week injury, it was a 6 to 8. You don't. We've already. I'm
no,
not
go
gonna
ahead.
do
It sounds like they should have put him on the IR.
We've already because we talked about it. It gives you a
Excuse.
strategic edge,
Excuse.
a competitive edge to keep him there, and you never know week to week if he's going to play, and you
That's
have to
fair.
game plan
But
for.
how
it.
does it
That's-
give you a
that's true.
competitive edge when all your
Because
quarterbacks
you never
are
know if
just
he's going to play or
less of a
not.
Lamar?
I agree. I know.
They're all
I'm
just
with you.
less
It gives
of a
you,
Lamar.
it does. It gives you a competitive edge, and if there's
They
people
are.
out there that say that, they're just frustrated because they don't.
Oh,
I want to
God.
know. I want to know.
Whatever.
No,
Anyway.
so the only reason I'm
Screw
saying
you, dude. Trust me, they don't care about you. They don't care about you. Bill Belichick doesn't care about. They don't care about your fantasy team. They don't care about your fandom. They don't care.
Screw
All they
you,
care
dude.
about is winning because that's what lines their pockets. That's what makes them buy big ass huts in Tahiti.
That's what
and
makes you
all these
live in a
beautiful-
van.
Yeah, that's all.
Down by the river.
They don't care that they don't care about you. Trust me.
Excuse me?
The only thing they care about is winning football games and making millions and millions of dollars. so they can buy a cul-de-sac full of homes and their whole family can live with them. That's all they care about.
It's a
They don't care
cul-de-sac.
about you.
I mean,
Hey.
So
that,
get over it. It gives them the competitive edge.
That's
That is
All
the
right.
bottom line.
So that's your takeaway?
Anyway,
That's
You're
your
welcome.
takeaway?
there it is.
All right. Steve, what's your takeaway for the day? And
Takeaway for the
weekend?
day. Let's win some money, guys.
God, I hope I win that bet.
We had some pretty
I hope
decent
everybody.
bets.
I hope everyone gets rich
I want
this
every
weekend.
single one of you watching because there are none.
I
want to
see Vegas shut down.
Bitches. Because you didn't stick around to the end of the show. Ain't none of you stuck around for these bets.
I hope everyone's
not
parlays
past that,
win. Hit.
First hour.
Who?
Not past the first hour.
Exactly.
That's all right.
After Bo left out, y'all left out. Y'all a bunch of bitches. Y'all aren't gonna be rich. You ain't gonna be rich like us. All right. But anyway,
He
God
said
bless.
like us. I'm scared now.
God bless you. We love you. Thank you for being here. If you are still here, if not, kick rocks. However, let's have a good time. Let's have a good weekend. We'll see you guys Wednesday.
All right, Johnny, how about you? Takeaways for the day and weekend.
Just
I love
best
the
of luck
bike.
to everyone on their bets and if they have any teams in the playoffs.
All righty. Woo, baby. That's a good day and it's a good weekend. I hope you guys are all winning some money and having a wonderful weekend. Let's go Ravens.
me a
Let's go
shot.
Bengals. The
I don't
NFL
take
is
shots.
unprecedented this year. I think they will tie a playoff game just for the hell of it at this point.
Why not?
All right. So, guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Peace out.